All
Hello,
right.
everyone. Welcome to another episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I am Chris, and as always, joined by Nick Slade.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yes, and we are here back in the land of poutine and maple syrup, the actual maple syrup, not that
Oh,
breakfast syrup bullshit. We're
Pango.
back in Canada as we were checking a look. We're back in Canada again for Elimination Chamber. It's been a couple years, but we're back in this time. We're in Toronto. Um, were we in Toronto last time?
I think we were in Montreal last time.
Well, now we're in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. For Elimination Chamber 2025, Toronto edition. So, yeah, so some things have happened. A lot of things happened, and I apologize for my voice right now. I'm going through a current throat issue that I am looking to get taken care of. So if I'm coughing or if like I'm coughing a lot, drink with water, but my voice is a little bit shot still, so apologies. But anyways, yeah, so the road so far. So a lot of stuff has happened. We got a big batch of releases.
Hmm.
Um, so like the Duke Hudson, most of the Final Testament, if not all but Karrion Cross, Cedric Alexander, Blair Davenport, the Good Brothers, Isla Dawn, Giovanni Vinci, Elektra Lopez. I didn't put Sonya Deville because apparently her contract just expired and they decided not to renew it.
Hmm.
Carmella as well. I didn't put because like her contract just expired. They already put her on alumni, so I don't know where they're going with that. Some people are thinking it's linked to the Corey Graves stuff. Um, I know full well she's going through some health issues after giving birth to her and Corey's child. So like I know that's the reason she hasn't been on TV a whole bunch. So like that at all basically in quite a
I don't
while.
know. It could be just a Becky
Hmm.
Lynch situation where she's just stepping away for a while and then
Yeah.
maybe she'll come back when she's ready.
Mm.
Or it could be the Corey Graves thing. Apparently, the Corey Graves thing is that he was trying to start a storyline without permission and he actually
Huh.
wasn't having any hurt feelings. And apparently, they smoothed things out.
Mm. Oh yeah, he's still content NXT as well.
Mhm.
Clash at Paris was announced, which I'm like, oh come on, you're just a bunch of lazy motherfuckers.
I know now it's no longer the Clash in the Castle series, now just the Clash series. I was like, the one makes it different from Clash at the Champions then. Why doesn't that continue to
Why don't
exist?
you just call it Clash at the Tower? Like the Eiffel Tower's in
Yeah,
Paris.
Clash at the Tower. I was like, oh wait, probably shouldn't do that.
Why?
Clashing into a tower kind of brings up 9/11 connotations.
I guess. WWE joining in a General Grant lawsuit. They just want basically get this shit over with because their name's being dragged through the mud as well.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole one of the investigations was dropped against Vince. I think it was the one basically about him paying taking money from the company.
mm,
And they just ordered he had to pay back the company a certain amount. The other stuff I know is getting messy because she's officially named Brock Lesnar,
yeah.
which I don't know. I don't know what happened in that situation, and speculating I don't think really helps.
Yeah. Michelle McCool is being inducted into the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
which
4-time champion. She had a good run.
uh, I'll just
I don't know why they haven't inducted Victoria yet.
well, that's what I was about to say. I'm inserting my comment into there's a lot more women who deserved it before her
To be fair,
template.
after they inducted the Bellas, the standard was dropped.
Get the Bellas, man. Like, what the fuck did they do? Except, you know what?
We know what they did.
You know what? I'm just gonna cut myself off there. Whatever.
You know who
Like,
their stepfather-in-law is.
also the problem is Michelle McCool's reign, like entire run was when I wasn't watching WWE. Like,
It
I
was
was.
a decent heel. The only part of a run I hated was the infamous Piggy James storyline. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, she said in a recent Chris Van Vliet interview, that she felt bad the entire time. Like she
Mm.
really did. She did not want to do it, but of course, Vince and all that. So, next up, and why am I surprised that these big businesses do this? WWE's morale low due to benefit cuts.
Mm.
Like, I don't get this logic sometimes. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. You're making multi-billions of dollars off revenue, off the success you've had with the last WrestleMania. Like, and you're cutting budget cuts, you're taking off the shared stock for your employees, like the public stock for your employee, stock options for your employee. Like, what the fuck? Like this, like, I, I hate
Speaking
this.
of speaking of which, the whole WrestleMania price controversy, where
No, no, I know, dude. I know. You know that I know.
yeah, I know you know, but the whole thing doesn't make it because apparently they're trying to prioritizing breaking records and raising the most revenue rather than selling out, which is stupid. Because now apparently there's like big sections that haven't sold anything because people don't want to pay that price.
Speaking of WrestleMania, it was announced by The Rock on SmackDown that 42 will in fact be going back to the I'm sorry, the Superdome, the Caesar Superdome now. Um, I'm happy about it. I told my brother because it's right there for like me and him, it's like right there,
I
like
mean, yeah,
just
for
it's
me,
like
it's close. It's like only 2 hours for me.
yeah, see
I
exactly.
could drive
And
more miles.
and honestly, I was gonna pinch you guys later, but I'm honestly thinking like we go next year, but we don't go to the WrestleMania. We just do everything around WrestleMania.
Yeah, we could do that. It depends what the cost. It also depends if they lower prices next year after this kerfuffle.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
Um,
we're not going to WrestleMania. I'm just doing everything around WrestleMania. This is like, ooh, look, like I'll go to the Stardom event, Ring of Honor event. I'll go to this AEW. I'll go to everything but the actual main show.
that's why I did that last time when they were in Orlando one year because I couldn't afford WrestleMania. So I just did everything around it.
Yeah. Shane McMahon. Oh no, sorry. One more thing. I just like. There's other stadiums they haven't done a WrestleMania in yet. Like this is like I think the third time they're doing Mania at the Superdome.
Yeah,
Like I'm like second or third time, but I'm like, come on, there's other like venues. I know people are gonna say, it comes down to you have to tell the tourism board of your state that you want like WrestleMania there. You have to tell your government like that you want WrestleMania at your in order for it to happen. But I'm like, it doesn't need that. Like you're paying them just like if you find a new place to go to that place. Like fuck, I don't even care if it's in fucking Idaho. I go to WrestleMania in Idaho.
the thing is, yeah, it's about whatever city can pay the most, and always some cities are more wealthy than others, and it's all about which ones also control tourists.
Like fuck,
Um,
go to Miami. Go to the Dolphins Stadium. They're not probably gonna be using that anymore. Oh,
it's been a while since when they did one in Miami.
yeah, go back to Miami. Go somewhere new though. That's all I'm asking. I think that's
And
what
I
a lot of people are asking. Just go
understand
somewhere new.
doing shows in more warmer areas. But now, since if they are going to move WrestleMania permanently to mid-April, it probably doesn't matter as much.
Well, the other fact is next year's Mania is well, both this year's Mania and next year's Mania are indoor stadiums technically.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't matter then.
Yeah. I don't think it's the roof. No, no, it's the roof's just transparent. Shame this one made me laugh when I read it. Shame and Wen wanted equity in AEW during talks with Tony Khan. Tony Khan chuckled about it, said no, didn't think he was serious.
Yeah, you could probably ghosted him.
Only time Tony, like the one time recently where I'm like, Tony Khan, smart man. And he's like, nah.
You know, people get. I know you're giving shit to Shane for that Royal Rumble years ago, but I still think I still think he was scapegoated over.
Yeah.
But this is the same Shane McMahon who had a big hand in the Attitude Era in terms of creative, and he's made a lot of good creative decisions in the past.
Oh, that's why I said, you know what you do? You have him run creative for Ring of Honor. The
I
fuck's the
say,
worst that can happen?
I say, like you could have given Shane control for one show to see how he would do. Like
Hell,
maybe,
I forgot to add this. They just made Road Dogg head of creative for SmackDown.
yeah, a
And
lot of people are trying to give him crap for that because of past decisions, but people pointing out that his ideas went through the Vince uh,
yeah,
thing so much it wasn't even his ideas by the end of it.
yeah. Apparently he has Vinceisms for his booking. So
Uh,
like
I was like the Vince filter. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Vince filter, yeah. But yeah, good for him. Oh, and in a shock to no one, some in women's division frustrated of booking Lee into WrestleMania 41. Why am I not surprised? This is literally the most common thread amongst WWE and AEW right now is their lack of properly booking. Now, to be fair, the initial report said the women's division. There was a later report come out saying some in the women's division. So like right now, because some are saying, yeah, we're not being booked right, and others are like being booked fine. They could be being booked better. So like right now, it's like a mixed bag depending on who you ask.
Yeah, like
Um,
when it comes to WrestleMania season, only a select few are going to be receiving heavy pushes.
mhm.
So let's see about it. We'll talk about that when we start talking about the matches on here and where that is going to lead into WrestleMania.
Yeah. Ricky Starks, aka now Ricky Saints, has
Yeah, he's from
officially
New
debuted
Orleans.
in NXT. I don't mind his name.
I don't
Like,
mind the name either.
I don't mind his name either. It's a nod to his hometown.
hmm
My only nitpick, why wasn't just Ricky Saint? Like,
Saint
Ricky Saint sounds so much better. Ricky Saints.
Saints sounds like Starks, so I get why I
I
did.
get. I guess what
Also,
that's it.
the it's also the Saints, not the Saint.
Yeah, but I don't know. Ricky Saint sounds so much better. But no, I'm happy for him. I said before, I'll say it again. He is going to destroy the NXT men's division with his charisma alone. Like that man has so much potential, and I know, considering where WrestleMania is going to be next year, he's going to be pushing
Oh
hard to get
yeah,
up to that main roster.
yeah. He'll definitely get a title run. He might be the one who beats up with Femi. Let's see if Moose doesn't do it.
No, I see him getting the North American title first.
Yeah, North American title scene. They haven't been having too many of the bigger. Like they had Tony D'Angelo right now, which he's good for what he is.
Oh, and that match, what was it? Moose versus Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah, that's his
Uh,
game.
I know what I said. Yeah, no. And then finally, Demolition has signed a new Legends deal with WWE.
Yes,
People
finally,
are speculating that this will lead to them being the tag team induction for this year's Hall of Fame.
way overdue.
Yeah, and I won't be surprised if they have some kind of segment during WrestleMania between with the New Day, because of course the New Day are the ones who broke their tag team record.
Yeah, then the Usos broke both the records.
Yeah, so they'll probably have a segment there, but yeah, good for them, happy for them. I just want to know who the fuck else is getting inducted. So far, I've agreed with Triple H and possibly Demolition. Michelle McCool, I'm still on the like other women need to go in first kind of
Yeah, I
bandwagon.
do think other women should go in first, but she's not a bad pick. Um, I know we still got Mickey Jane, Victoria. There's still like women from the 80s and 90s who haven't been inducted yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who else. I just hope they don't do the whole just four people thing because I think there should at least be five or
Yeah.
six inducted.
Well, there was reports that they're saying they're trying to figure out a new like format for the Hall of Fame.
Which
Because I,
yeah,
yeah,
because
I
I've
honestly,
hated the format in recent years.
oh my God, doing it right after that SmackDown, like, just you know, in my opinion, just get them all there early, like days before, pre-record it, and then air it like after SmackDown.
That's how they
Like,
did the. I tell you the first when they first brought it back in 2004, it was pre-recorded.
just do that. Pre-record it on a day where everybody's available. You don't have to wait till the crack ass of dawn. And no, you know what? Screw it. Just premiere it that Thursday. Just premiere it that
Or
Thursday.
or you could do it before SmackDown.
Exactly, or before.
Yeah,
It's just, yeah, I do agree. Like they need to. Hopefully, their idea involves not having it after SmackDown.
let's wait because last year they had to have Paul Heyman go on first because everyone was leaving because it was really late. You felt bad for the person as they went on because it was late, 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 and they had to cut them off. But yeah, hopefully they have a good class. Like Triple H deserves it. Michelle McCool deserves it for what she did. If Demolition is to pick, they definitely deserve it. But there's definitely a lot of people who are way overdue.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Okay.
if they only need to do like four people. It's like you have plenty of people who haven't gone on yet.
So we, as is tradition with these special stipulation pay-per-views, we're going to be starting with the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where the
Mm.
winner will be taking on the as of right now, either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky at WrestleMania 41, because Io Sky got a championship opportunity after Rhea dicked over Io during her what was it? What was it? I forgot what they call the matches. A qualifying match for
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber. So like Rhea got her match. It's gonna be on the Raw after Chamber. So as of right now, either facing Rhea Ripley or Io Sky.
So much
So
I'd
yeah,
like it to be Io Sky. They're not gonna have Ripley drop the belt. this
So
one.
we
Yeah.
so we have Liv Morgan,
Mm.
Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez, who's basically making her first, technically her first main roster match. I don't know if
Yeah.
signed yet,
Yeah,
officially
not
main
counting
roster.
the Rumble.
Yeah, not counting the Rumble. Rumble, they even said she's from NXT still. So I'm thinking this is her first. We'll see what happens, but good for her. Um,
They haven't said yet. They haven't signed her to a brand yet because she's still counted as NXT.
yeah.
So she's a free agent.
Here's where my head's at because I know Liv Morgan's in this because, like I said, Rhea got her a DQ in the qualifier for this, but Liv Morgan's involved in this with Bianca Belair and Naomi because now Liv Morgan and Raquel are being accused of attacking Jade Cargill, which, let's be honest, is a complete fucking swerve because we all know who
Yeah.
fucking did it.
Yeah.
I swear at it. Just don't turn Naomi heel. Don't let it be Bianca. That's the shocker. Let it be Bianca. Like let Bianca be the heel.
Yeah, they are kind of hinting Naomi because they had Naomi acting all nervous when they said they were going to reveal who did it.
Let it be Bianca. Please just let it be fucking Bianca. I don't want I don't it's not that I don't hate the heel Naomi, but like I think Bianca needs a little bit of a shake up of her character right now. Like she's still a good baby face, but I'm like I need that swerve. No pun intended. I need that swerve, you know?
She's
Just
been a
need
face for a while, and I always thought Belair was better as a heel because I think
yeah.
her character fits better as a heel because she's the one who
Yeah.
thinks she's the best at everything.
Yeah, because this isn't like the Becky Lynch situation where like they tried to turn her heel, and then she was just over with the crowd, and then she just became a face, a tweener. Oh,
Mm.
like I remember that when she threatened Edge to break his neck again. Like I'm like, come on, you're not. This crowd is still behind her, but
Mm.
no, I think unlike that situation, I think Bianca turning heel will be fucking great.
Mm.
I Naomi, I feel like Naomi is still not in the spot she was before she left for like Indies and TNA, where like she like needed that shift in character, needed that upgrade. She's gotten better and she's in that spotlight again. So just don't just automatically go, yeah, you're a heel now, and we're gonna
I think Naomi's way better as a face than a heel.
because
Like
I
her
will.
entire gimmick is around crowd interaction.
My God. I just want it to be Bianca. But no, right now, yeah, Bianca and Naomi believe is Liv and Raquel. Liv and Raquel are still denying it, that they didn't do anything. Um, Roxanne's in this because, well, she was involved in that little situation with Raquel and now former women's tag champs.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, we should mention that on Raw, Liv and Raquel are now three-time women's tag team champions.
Apparently, I was watching off and on, but apparently overall it was a really good tag match. I think somebody said even like one of Naomi's best matches. Um, but Bailey's in this, of course. Now this, like, and Alexa Bliss is here, so this is where I'm split. I have two options here,
Hmm.
depending on how Monday goes. So option one, Bailey wins, Io wins the women's world title. We get a run back from Mania 41. Oh, Mania 40. We get a run back from Mania 40 between Bailey and Io. We get a run back there. Or we go Alexa Bliss and we do Bliss Rhea. But like, seriously, I don't know. This will unlike the men's one where I'm pretty like 95% sure who's winning that one. Here, I have no fucking clue.
We can do a process elimination, like Bianca, Naomi, and Liv.
No.
No, because they're all involved in their own things right now. And God said we don't need Liv Rhea again. We got enough of that. Roxanne, no, she just showed up. They're not going to push her into a Mania match. And she's way too small to go against Rhea to be
No,
believed.
no, no, no. Here's my only defense of Roxanne. I think you could do that. I guess I would see Rhea retaining, but it's a way. It's what I said about Jordan Grace when Mo suggested Jordan Grace should win the Women's Rumble. It's something they could like.
Yes, you,
It could build her up as like a bona fide like star on whatever roster on whatever brand she winds up on.
yeah. If
She'll still
Ripple,
lose. I still
mhm.
think she'll lose to Rhea. Rhea will retain. But
Yeah,
like,
I think if Ripley was a heel, I could agree. You could do like the underdog thing with Roxanne. But since Ripley's a face right now, I just don't see that dynamic. Say words. Dynamic
Honest,
working.
I could see it still happening. Like I said, it'd be a great way of like solidifying Roxanne's position on like her main roster call up. Like really solidifying her. Like she was able to go toe to toe with Rhea Ripley, who's like the most over as fuck champion right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I still like happening. It's on the bottom. But
So that narrows it down to Alexa Bliss and Bailey. As much as I would like Io Sky to get another title run, I don't see them changing it up this close to WrestleMania. Because I think they
no.
do want Ripley to go in as champion. So I think it's either I mean it'd be Ripley or Bliss, Ripley versus Bliss, or Ripley versus Bailey. Now, this is the kind of thing. Alexa Bliss just came back, so you could go ahead
Yeah.
and put her into a title contention thing. But I
Hmm.
don't know how that dynamic would work. Would you try to turn Bliss heel? Would you turn Ripley heel? Because she's still kind of doing that Wyatt inspired gimmick.
Well,
And
it makes sense why, with Wyatt's passing, she kind of wants to
yeah,
continue that trend. Plus, we didn't bring that up on in the same SmackDown she won her qualifier. They started doing the White Six staticky TV shit again.
yeah, which we'll see how soon that can happen because apparently Bo Dallas is injured and the Wyatt 6 thing's been on hold. But maybe that's coming back soon.
Yeah, so my guess, this is my prediction because I don't think they're gonna Liv and Raquel are gonna defend the women's tag titles at Mania. I don't think they are. I don't. As of right now, there's no suitable team to take them on that you're not just gonna slap together. Like, unless you, I don't think it'll happen. No, no. Sorry, think of never making a match. But no, I still think it's probably if they can get Bo back up and running. I still think it's Judgment Day versus Wyatt Six.
Yeah, you could do that. You could have like it's like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They have a history together.
Yeah,
You could have them re-team up together against Morgan and Raquel. That could be a tag match there. So I think the most logical choice here is Bailey because Bailey's a big name. So you can do. I don't. That hasn't been a Mania match. Bailey versus Ripley. I actually don't recall if they've ever really feuded against each other before.
who?
Bailey and Ripley.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
So it's fresh. It's especially fresh for WrestleMania. You can keep them both face because I think there's no real reason to turn either one of them heel right now. And Bailey could easily take a loss to Ripley because I can see Ripley defending holding it past Mania.
I could see this being the beginning of Bailey, rebuilding the bridge for friendship with Damage Control.
Do we
Like,
want to see that though?
babyface Damage Control, I don't mind. Like,
But with
look,
Bailey,
let's be
I feel
honest.
like
I literally just said women's tag team titles. Who are they really going to defend against at WrestleMania? So
I know, but
honestly,
I feel
honest,
like Bailey is fine on her own. She doesn't need to be back in damage.
no, no, no. I still think there's a good chance Bailey will win this.
Mm-hmm.
I still think there's a good chance that Bailey will win this. Um, and it'll still lead to Rhea Bailey, and we'll still get that. But during the Bailey build up, you can easily have a rejoin Damage Girl, and you can have them build up Damage Girl to take on. If you're not going to do Judgment Day White Six, you can have them build up Liv and Raquel versus shit. Oh my God. I just said it.
No, Kyrie
Versus like
Asuka combination.
maybe returning Kyrie and Asuka.
Yeah, you could do that. But here's one
Oh,
thing
but
you actually could.
also, I wish the best for fucking Asuka. She's been going through fucking hell.
Yeah, apparently
Like,
Ripley's dealing with some stuff too.
yeah,
Um,
Asuka's been stalked, and like her Twitter account got hacked, but she got it back. And then Rhea Ripley, yeah, some people
no,
are sending fans are sending mail directly to her home, which is don't do that.
don't do that. I was like, stop it, stop it, stop it right now.
But
Uh,
yeah. So now you see why issue is like we even though we've narrowed it down, it's still between two people. It's either Bliss or Bailey.
I think Bailey makes more sense. And what you could do if they really want to do, Ripley's super over right now. You could have Ripley turn heel and beat Io Sky down, and that could also lead to Bailey reuniting with Damage Control. Uh, and you could have a face Bailey and a heel Ripley. But I don't know if they will turn Ripley heel because she's super over right now as a face. That's the issue.
I st
That's just an idea to make it more personal between them two. But you can still easily just have a face versus face, two big names clashing at WrestleMania.
I'll be honest with you, I feel like Rio's supposed to take on a bigger name, but they switched things around. And that's nothing against any of the women in this match. I feel like they wanted somebody else.
Do you
They
think they wanted
know
Becky Lynch and she just wasn't going to come
I
back?
think they wanted a Rhea Becky run back. But like I think they even agree that like we shouldn't just put Becky in this situation again. You know, she comes back and what's the first thing she does? It's a Charlotte Flair situation. Like
Yeah,
she comes out, what's the first thing she does? She wins the women's rumble. Becky comes out. What's the first thing? She wins the women's elimination chamber. Yeah, look, she's now on WrestleMania card. So I don't think they're going with that here. I think so with that in mind, I say Bailey. I'm gonna say Bailey.
yeah. Bailey
Um,
makes the most sense because honestly, the big women's Mania match is going to be Charlotte Stratton. That's
yeah.
good. So you can have this one be not as needed as a big storyline. Like I said, you could make it personal if you want to turn Ripley heel, which honestly, the
Don't
only
turn Ripley heel. You know you're not gonna turn Ripley heel.
yeah, you're not going to do that. Which
Yeah.
even though I think her character fits really well as a heel.
Like I said, if you do Bailey Rhea, this is maybe from Elimination forward, this is them rebuilding her trust with Damage Control. Because remember, they had that face to face on Raw a couple weeks ago, and they
Mm.
didn't say anything, but they just had that stare down with each other before they walked away.
Which honestly, the whole trust thing, they should be damage control trying to get Bailey's trust because they're the ones that kicked her out.
Well,
So, yeah.
well, it's one thing at a time because now Damage Control are technically faces, and Bailey's technically a face as well. So you
You
maybe
could.
well, and plus, let's not forget PFC. That stupid PFC name. That stable's pretty much done. Sonya was basically contract spec. That group's basically done. So I think they
That
maybe
girl never
want
had a
to.
chance.
Yeah, maybe they want to establish a new like women's stable. You know.
Yeah, you could continue to have Baszler and Zoe be a tag team. Like you can
Yeah.
still do that. Yeah, that was number one. It was a terrible name for a stable, and it was never booked consistently.
But yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going with Bailey. What about you?
Bailey, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, now I think that's been our longest discussion for one of these chamber matches like ever because I don't know. Like we know like definitively like three of the women in this match are not gonna win. Roxanne is a very extreme maybe. Like but it's down to Bliss or Bailey, but definitely money's gonna be on Bailey.
hmm
Um oh yeah, next up in our Legends tag match, we have Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Tiffany Stratton was getting her
Oh,
ass handed to
rock
her
and
at
roll. The time I'm in control. Mm.
Tiffany. Can't, okay, Tiffany Stratton was getting beat down after her successful defense. It was a no contest. She in her match against Nia for the title. So like I guess it's a successful defense. During the beatdown, Trish Stratus made the save and tag match was made playa for Elimination Chamber in Canada. Yeah, the faces are winning.
Yeah,
Um
this is just a filler thing to lead to Stratton, Charlotte. So they want to wrap up Stratton versus Nia and Candice that she needed a partner. And it's like, oh, we're in Toronto. Let's just bring Trish back because she wants to keep wrestling. And so yeah, it's just honestly, it's just a little showcase match so Trish can be on the card, and that's fine. Like it's fine to have those kind of matches, and so it's cool to see Stratton and Stratus team up with each other because Tiffany is kind of like a modern day Trish in the way they book her.
ooh, their team name is Stratton Faction.
Stratus faction. Oh,
Stratton Faction.
sorry, Stratus faction. Oh, it's Stratton Stratus. I have to wonder if Tiffany Stratton's last name is even inspired by Trish Stratus.
Maybe.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
this is just to get Jackson Candice out of the Tiffany situation and to give Trish a showcase moment, which is great. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think Tiffany and Trish win,
Oh
and
yeah. Same.
we fully move on to Tiffany versus Charlotte.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Praying to God Tiffany retains.
yeah, me too. We'll talk about that another time. Oh, another time, sometime in March, possibly, April, possibly. Um, let's see. Next, yeah, screw it. Let's go with this. In an unsanctioned match, oh, I'm pretty sure it's the last match of the night. Sami Zayn takes on Kevin Owens. Wanted this on
Yeah,
WrestleMania so badly. I'm still hoping.
I'll talk
I'm
about it in a
still
second.
hoping. Still hoping for Hell in a Cell, Zayn Owens at Mania, but like,
You could, but I'll talk about why possibly they decided not to do it in Mania. But you go ahead and start.
yeah,
Give
this
us the build up how this happened.
simple. Zayn didn't help Owens win the title from Cody at Rumble, so Zayn came back, still battered beaten from his Rumble match to Steam Driver Zayn. And yeah, this is where we've gone. Zayn Owens is continuing his feeling betrayed because all of his friends have turned their back on him and stuff like that, including Zayn. And Zayn says
Oh,
he
so
wants,
sorry, Sammy didn't help you cheat, Kevin.
and Zayn's like, "You want some? Come get some." Adam Pierce would not give Sammy the match, so instead he made it an unsanctioned match.
Which the whole concept of unsanctioned match is funny to me. It's like we won't sanction it, but we'll put it on pay per view and promote it.
It's on the card technically.
I know this is why
Um,
usually unsanctioned you put it at the end of the night. It's supposed to be.
do you do you just give Sammy to win here? Like,
There's two ways you can go about it. Because I don't think at WrestleMania I think they're probably going to end up doing Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens because
yeah.
Orton hasn't come back yet. He's been written off for a while. He's not. I don't think he's actually injured.
Mm.
So Orton Owens is obviously a big match they're pushing towards. So either you have Kevin Owens win and try to finish off Sammy, and Orton runs in, makes the save, or during the match, this is unsanctioned. Orton comes in, takes out Kevin, and gives Sammy the win, and then you can go into Orton Owens into Mania.
Yeah, it really depends on if Orton shows up during this match.
And I think he will because I can see
I
why they decided to do this match here. It's in Canada, makes it an even bigger stage for them. They've already fought at Mania, and you got to do Orton Owens at some point, and why not do it at Mania?
okay, I'll do one. I'll do one better for you. Owens wins. It does the you know what it does? The little title graphic, end card graphic on the bottom left
Mm-hmm.
as he's celebrating RKO on over.
Out of nowhere, then the show ends.
Then that's where he ended. So I'm gonna say because I think that's a strong possibility could happen. So I'm gonna say Owens wins,
Yeah,
and because he needs his win back from what happened at
from
Rumble
Rumble,
too.
because you got to have to build him up in order to face Orton. So
Yeah,
he just lost. Yeah, I say Kevin Owens win. That's probably also why also not doing this at Mania because Sammy's going to lose.
yeah,
You know, I feel like Sammy's been losing a lot lately. Even though I
sure,
did feel he was a little over pushed last year, now the past few months he's been losing a lot.
yeah.
'Cause-
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, so I
Owens.
think Kevin's gonna win then and leave it Orton, Owens, and Mania.
And then before we get to our main event, I'm gonna list this as will Cody sell his soul? So this segment,
I saw great fan art of The Rock. It's like from Mortal Kombat. He's like I'll steal your soul.
so I think this is gonna be smack dab in the middle. I just forgot to do this before we talked about Zayn Owens, but yeah, Rock came back on SmackDown not only to announce WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans, but to talk with Cody. Apparently, he stated that although they stood against each other at last year's WrestleMania, they had become best friends. Even their moms are besties now. Although Rock praised Rhodes for becoming a great champion, a champion of people, he wanted Rhodes to be his champion. Rock claimed that he could elevate Rhodes' career even higher and cannot make anything possible for Rhodes. Basically, it was around this point where he says, "I want your soul. I don't want your title. I want your soul."
What the soul?
And he would be present at Elimination Chamber Toronto edition to get Rhodes' answer. So that's where we're at. So will Cody sell his soul? So there was pretty good promo he had with Seth Rollins. Well, Rhodes had with Seth Rollins, where like even Cody's like, what are you doing? Like after all we've been through last year, like why are you even considering this?
Yeah, in order to really go into this, I feel like we also got to go ahead and set up the chamber because what happens in this segment, I think it's going to directly go into who's going to win the chamber.
So the question is, will Cody sell his soul? No.
No,
Uh,
I don't think he
no,
will. And I
no, but Punk will.
thank you. That's what I was going to say. Because we might have to go ahead and go into chamber
Because
it directly ties into it.
we'll get to it in a sec. Because I want these separate timestamps as well. Um, so Paul Heyman, his favor
Mm-hmm.
is that.
And what's Paul Heyman's other phone lead to? The Rock. So I do think
So,
so. Yes, I do think Cody's not going to do it because I don't think you should turn him heel yet. I don't. I think it's too soon.
man,
Um,
imagine that. Cody retains against Cena. Punk hits a GTS on, or is it? Hits a GTS on Cody. Rock comes out. WrestleMania X7 ending.
Rock comes out, makes.
WrestleMania X7 ending. They shake hands. It's Punk and Rock shake hands.
Actually, I think it could go a little different.
Dude, remember we're seeing that live too, because you gotta work with me here, because I'm thinking of like great stuff we can see live as well. Like that happening. Holy
I don't.
crap. That would
I
be
have.
an insane way to end WrestleMania.
I think it's gonna be a little different because here's what I
Oh.
think is gonna happen. But before I go into that, we had to talk about Chamber.
Okay, so yes, okay, so for this segment, will Cody say yes or no?
No,
I think he'll say no as well, which will lead us. Yeah, yeah, he's no, he's it was sorry, let me explain just a little bit. Cody's uber babyface. I don't think he's gonna be turning heel anytime fucking soon. He's still mega babyface with or without the title. It's too
he's
soon to turn him
yeah,
heel.
he's
So
still
he's
super over. He draws tickets. He sells merch.
they're
There's no
gonna try to build this up. They're trying to build up will he, won't he? And I don't think he will at Elimination Chamber. He'll say no. Okay, now moving on. Sorry, I want to get that out of the way to clarify.
Yeah, I'll come
Uh,
back a little bit on this, but we have to talk about Chamber first before I do.
the men's Elimination Chamber match. We have uh well, it's blank here, but I'm assuming it's John Cena. Then we also have CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins. Now, let's eliminate like a couple. Logan Paul, definitely not. No, God no. I still think he should get punched by Mike Tyson at this year's WrestleMania.
They could
Uh,
do something with that. That could be.
yeah. Logan Paul, no. Priest, no. Singles for McIntyre because like apparently the report is they want McIntyre Priest at Mania. Um,
Which I'm not interested in.
see, Seth, no. Punk, maybe no.
I think
Um,
Seth no because he's going to fight Roman.
so the report we last read is it's going to be a triple threat between Seth, Punk, and Reigns at
I
Mania.
don't think so. I think there will be a triple threat at Mania, but not that. But
Yeah, see, I'm
that's
thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that triple threat is going to be saved for the U.S. title match. It's
well,
gonna be
no,
like
actually, no.
Nakamura. It's gonna be like Nakamura, Knight, and Miz.
That's actually not where I'm going. But let's.
I,
Um,
but I think it's Cena.
oh yeah,
I
I think
think you give
yeah.
him one more. I think Roser's gonna retain at Mania, but like I think you give him one more Mania main event.
Yes, but here's the thing. I think Cena wins. Punk loses his shit because this is his last chance to main event WrestleMania. Turns heel, sells his soul to The Rock, and The Rock makes it a triple threat match. Cody, Cena, Punk. WrestleMania main event
No,
WrestleMania.
oh God, no! Don't triple threat it. Ah, don't
It
triple
gets
threat
Punk in the
it.
main event of WrestleMania, which is what he wants. It gives
I
Cena.
think no, no.
It gets somebody for fans to boo because you don't want fans to boo Cena. Boo
I think it
Cody.
works so much better if you do the X7 ending finish. I think it works so much fucking better. You have Rhodes win. Punk comes out. It's like last year. Punk comes out. They're congratulating him. Hits him with GTS. Rock comes out. They shake hands in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but
Punk
then what
beca-
was the point? The whole point of the favor is so he can main event WrestleMania. That was the
but
whole
you
point.
tease that. You don't just drop that ball on a random episode of Raw. You know?
Well, you do it on what next year
Yeah,
or next year's
you
WrestleMania?
slow. I'm not saying you slowly turn Punk. I know I'm saying you slowly turn Punk heel. I'm saying you have him just. I know people are gonna piss when I say this. You have him be gone for like weeks on end after Elimination Chamber,
Here's
because you have him do a post show interview where he's like, he goes something like, I just don't know anymore. Like I don't know if I have it anymore. I don't know what's gonna take. Like you do something like that, you write him off.
so when do you do Punk Roads? Like SummerSlam? Like the whole point of the favor that this whole storyline been building up is so Punk can get to the main event of WrestleMania. And what better way to do it than have him sell his soul to The Rock?
I don't know, man. I don't see. No, I'm not saying your idea is a bad idea. I just don't see them doing that to Cena. Like having his last match at Mania main event be a triple threat.
Well,
I
I
mean, to be fair, I know Cena can't go as much as he used to, but like,
well, not only that, because if you have, because people really want Cena to have his 17th title, which technically, if he beats Cody, he'd win 17 and 18th because the undisputed titles two still work as two titles and one belt, which is something they're not talking about. But you're at risk of Cody being booed because people want Cena to have that win. But also, you don't want people to boo Cena. So if you have Punk in there, you have somebody for people to boo. And if Cody pins Punk, then it gives them an out, and Cena can win his 17th later on.
but see now, you know what's the problem with your idea? Now I see the WrestleMania 27 ending instead, where like Brock comes out, you think he's gonna attack like Cena after what happened last year's Mania, but like no, he instead attacks Rhodes. Then you get the handshake, and then you have Punk win.
You could do that. You could have Punk beat Cody because Cody's held the belt for, by that point, held it for a year. And that would be a way to end WrestleMania. You do the whole McMahon Austin 17 thing where you have Punk sell his soul to The Rock fully. Uh,
I don't know yet. I don't know.
because
I
my whole reason I'm saying is they got to do something with the favor storyline. They have to do. They've been building that up. They've been hinting at that since Survivor Series. I think that has to lead to Mania.
yeah. Well, look, I still think the favor is Heyman gets Punk a meeting with The Rock to like work out him becoming his corporate champion or something like
But
that.
why would Punk wait till after WrestleMania to pull
No,
the?
no, I'm not talking about my idea. I'm just
Yeah.
saying in general.
Mm-hmm.
His
Oh
I
yeah, I do think that is the
Yeah, no,
favor.
no, I'm not saying it happens after Mania, dude. No, I'm still thinking the favor gets cashed in before Mania. We'll still not know what it is until Mania. I think we both agree on that. Well, we know the favor's been we'll pretty much more or less know the favor's been cashed in, but we don't know what he got until that Mania main event.
Or would the favor be Cody beats Cena, then Rock comes out saying, "Oh, you got one more match, and you're
No,
facing
no,
Punk."
no, no. I prefer your triple threat idea, honestly.
Yeah,
I prefer your
I
triple
think it is
threat
going to be a
idea.
triple threat because they have to do something with the whole favor thing. I think Punk.
But see, it's a favor. That's the problem. It's one favor. So unless the triple threat is something The Rock approves of, because then The Rock is
In charge.
like, like the only catch is you have to become my corporate champion if you win.
Yeah, I think they are going to do the McMahon Austin thing where Punk sells his soul to The Rock. Um, it would fit the character. Like Punk's better as a heel, I honestly think, and it would give Cena an out for not winning. It would give Cody an out, and that way Cody can drop the belt. And here's what I would do: you could again do Rhodes Punk maybe down the road at SummerSlam. I would turn Drew face and say I was right about Punk all along, and have Drew be the one take down corporate Punk
Yeah.
because Cody's had a year long title reign. I get the idea of one to maybe put immediately him back into the title picture, but you got to keep doing something else for a while, keep it fresh. So I honestly like the idea of Punk's McIntyre being like, I was right all along. Like I was completely justified. We got corporate. I
I,
like the idea of corporate Punk. Punk completely selling out.
I, well, we both agree Cena's winning the chamber
Yeah,
match.
Cena's way in the chamber.
Yeah. Cena's winning the chamber match. Um, I'm gonna stick with my gut here. I still think it's just gonna be Cody. I'm gonna go with my idea. I still think it's gonna be Cody Cena, and then we get the X7 ending. Um, I still think it's that because you can easily now build up Cody Punk from there, like, and then maybe you have him win at Backlash Mexico. Oh, TBA Backlash Mexico, or build
Yeah,
up to SummerSlam, like,
I don't
or Money in
know.
the Bank. Fuck it, Matt. Think about that. Like X7 event happens the end. Punk's a corporate guy now. He turns heel. He basically has a match against at Backlash Mexico, retains. You have him win Money in the Bank.
Here's my thing. I just think it'd be a waste.
Over no no. You have him win Money in the Bank over Cena.
Sure, maybe. But I just think it would be a waste of the favor storyline to not have it immediately affect the main event of WrestleMania. Not because I feel like the whole point of the favor is so he can sneak in, sell his soul to get into the main event.
We'll see what we'll see what happens because I still
Mhm.
think they're gonna go with the Punk was it the Punk Rollins Roman triple threat. I still think you're gonna go with that. I still think it
I
should be
guess
a Hell in a Cell match if I'm being
I'm
completely honest. Um, but I we'll see what happens. Either you're gonna be right, or I'm gonna be right. One of those two. I
personally,
think
I'm just not interested in Punk being. I feel like Rollins Roman alone, them two together, is enough of a build. I feel like throwing Punk in there is just unnecessary third
just to
wheel.
get it's just to get him on the card, obviously. But we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. I've heard reports that they're like they're a tiny bit, or even a tiny bit hesitant about going with Cody Cena as the Mania 41 main event. But we'll see what happens. But we both agree well, a couple things. A, Cena is winning Chamber. B,
Hmm.
Punk is obviously turning heel and becoming corporate champion.
Yes.
And the only thing we disagree on that front is when.
Win. Yeah.
Exactly. But like, at least we go. We can definitely agree. Like, look, virtual handshake. We can both definitely agree that
Yeah.
like, Cena's winning Chamber, Punk's definitely turning heel, becoming corporate champion.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. I mean, this next one's gonna be a stupid question because I already know what mine is. What do you think's gonna be the best match of the event?
It could either be the men's chamber or the unsanctioned match.
I'm going with unsanctioned. They've never had on, dude. If it's anything like what we got with Ciampa Gargano and NXT with their unsanctioned match, it's gonna be a barn burner.
It could
It,
easily could be, especially depends on what match goes on last. I feel like you would want the chamber match to go on last because how you going to top a chamber, even with the unsanctioned, how you going to top a chamber match?
yeah,
And especially
easily.
if Kevin turns heel. I do like your idea though of ending the night with a random RKO. That would be a good way to do it. Because Cena wins Elimination Chamber, yay, happy ending, credits. But then have Owens win and like the back, and then ooh RKO credits.
Dang, hey, you agree mine.
Yeah,
Sorry, Zayn Owens. We know they can go. They've gone even before joining WWE. They've gone many times, many
yeah.
times against each other, and they know each other so well. This is gonna be so very well rehearsed, whatever you want to call it. I know wrestling's fake. Like choreographed, rehearsed,
It's
like
scripted.
rehearsed. It's gonna be done so well. These two are amazing with each other,
Mhm.
teaming against each other, and they're amazing against each other as well. Like literally, their match on the first match on the main roster at Battleground was fucking amazing. It's like easily one of the best Battleground matches of that pay-per-view series. Nah, it's Zayn Owens for me. I think they're gonna
Mhm.
tear the house, and it's in, and regardless of what we think about it not being a Mania, it's in fucking Canada,
Yeah,
their
that's
home
that's it.
country, their home continent. So
Mhm.
like, fuck it, you have them
Home country.
go hard. I'm not gonna try to get a fight forever chance with this match. I'm going to say Zayn Owens easily.
Yeah, easily could be.
You agree,
I
or you
agree.
still on
I
the fence?
agree.
Nah, it's okay if you want to go with the men's. That's fine.
No, it
I
could be because the chambers can go either way. Depends how it's how it's set up, like the order of eliminations. But
I think the men. Oh, go on.
Zayn Owens can do a lot with each other. And the thing is, like this chamber is stacked. Like look at all these names here, these big
Mhm.
names. Uh, but yeah, and honestly, well, if they do, I know this is like mania talk more, but if Punk does become corporate champion, I guess the idea is for Cody to take him down eventually. But I would love if McIntyre turned face and just like is the eye was completely justified if
Well,
McIntyre slays the dragon.
man, Drew's just one good babyface like speech away from being a babyface again. Like
I think
I already love the man. Him and Owens have been like great justified heels. Like absolutely amazing. Like laying them work like they should be working.
because
Chef's kiss,
they have talked about giving Drew finally a real title run this year. And I think he'd be the perfect guy to slay the dragon that is would be
No,
Punk.
no, dude. Two-time Drew McIntyre Money Bank briefcase winner.
You could do that.
You have him dick over CM Punk by cashing in on him.
That would be great. I just wish they were doing Clash in the Castle in Scotland again. Like having it in Paris is fun final, but damn it, I just wanted McIntyre to win the title in his home country.
Yeah, but
At this point, I just wanted to win it at all.
yeah. So that's gonna do it, folks, for our predictions for WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. So Other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like it's just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some Canada fighting action, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon as well. Let us know what your thoughts are on our predictions for Elimination Chamber. What do you think is going to be the best match of the night? What do you think is going to be the best chamber match? And do you think Cody Rhodes or CM Punk will be selling their soul to one Mr. Rock Johnson? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our predictions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. And of course, Nick, aside from his channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet?
Well, you can find me over on the socials. So check me out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on XX, formerly known as Twitter, baby.
Cool. And you can check out our pal Mo Brothers on the socials at Afro Mobro. And you can also check out our reactions to last year's Elimination Chamber right here on the channel. Remember that's the one where Tiffany Stratton got that mega fucking pop in perf. Like, holy shit, she's over. Like, with the Australian crowd. You can check out those. You can check out our last WWE reactions to Royal Rumble. Check those out. So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Nick Slade.
And to our German fans out there, this has been a very no escape filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. So we will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.